They have the same mobile banking technology as those big banks, but have that hometown feel that I like every time I walk through the doors. They make banking easy no matter where I am. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank.
The electrical workers of Local Union 265 are now hiring licensed journeyman electricians from $32.50 to $42.50 per hour with paid benefits. And if you're looking for a new career, they're hiring apprentices at $19.50 per hour with paid benefits. Call the office at 402-423-4497 to apply. Start your electrical career today.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines, unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge, with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards, just south of 48th and Holdridge.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall, Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option.
It's never too late to start protecting your company's data from cyber attacks. Your customers put their trust in you to keep their information safe from online threats. Don't let them down. Partner with Hamilton Business Technologies to get real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. We care about the success of your business and the communities you serve. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
It's time to go one-on-one with DP. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com. Here is your host, Derek Pearson, brought to you by Canopy Street Market.
Boom. In your face. Hump day. Happy lunch. Do something good. Put something good in. We say good in, good out. And it's absolutely true. The Starter Heyman text line, you want to be a part of what we're doing? 402-464-5685. Text in comments, thoughts, quotes, feelings, where you at, where you going to be, any of that. You can follow on the live video streams, Facebook, YouTube, X, and Allo Channel 961. You want to be get some eyes on the faces behind the voices. We got a good one today. I want to thank Dan Swanson and the fine folks from Canopy Street Market for always taking care of our young people. We appreciate that. We need to get Coach here attached to him as well. They make fresh meals every day. They're right down in the Haymarket. And if you haven't, Tuesdays, Taco Tuesdays down at Canopy Street Market. I think the tacos, hard or soft, are $1.75. And I mean, there is a line out the door. I have my usual special, $7, 4 tacos, keep it moving. Keep it moving. So, but they make fresh lunches every day. You can get pasta, you can get chicken, you can get meatloaf, you can get Salisbury steak, you can get those. They make them right there on site. Fresh ingredients, really good food if you want. It is a big Wednesday and a big weekend in Lincoln, and I'm constantly amazed at how many folks have told me that they've never been to the Dillon Tennis Center, and that needs to be addressed and fixed. Two tweeting in a hurry, because I don't know if you're aware, but you have a winning men's tennis program in Lincoln, Nebraska. And they're on a two-match win streak on the road in the Big Ten. And any sports fan in the country knows that getting road wins in the Big Ten and then piling them up, stacking wins, is not easy to do. Well, let's bring in the leader and the guy that can tell us what's happening in this program. They got a big weekend in Lincoln. We want you to be a part of it. Peter Kobelt, Coach, what's happening with you? Winning, dude. This is pretty cool to watch you process this thing into a winning program.
Thanks, DP. Always fun to be on the show with you. You do a great job, and we all appreciate you putting us on here to kind of spread the word. So thanks for your time. But yeah, I mean, winning is short-lived. You feel pretty good for about the rest of the night, and then you wake up the next morning with that big rock in your stomach with anxiety, thinking about what you got to do, what the guys need to get better at, how we got to, what do we got to do to the lineup, all the questions that you go through in your mind are just spinning in your head. So especially this time of the year, we position ourselves in a pretty good spot. Nothing's guaranteed even at home, but especially here in the Big Ten Conference. But our guys have done a great job, and we got a huge weekend coming up.
So set the table for it. That winning at Oregon, difficult win.
Yes.
Walk us through that particular match, because that one had ebbs and flows. Mm-hmm. And I think I'll ask you whether that was as big a win as you've had to that point this season.
Yeah. So it actually started that weekend at Washington. We played Washington. They're a great team as well on the road. We played them outdoors Friday night at 6 or 5 p.m. Pacific time, and we won the doubles point, and we won in two positions. And I'm like, if you would have told me we would have won the doubles and won those two positions, I think we're going to win the match, and we ended up losing. So that was a tough loss on the road to a great Washington team. They're ranked right around us, 39-40 in the country. And then we got to saddle up, drive down to Oregon, and play Oregon on Sunday. We got to get the guys going mentally, and we come out and we lose we're playing indoors, the next match, and we lose the doubles point. We go down 1-0, and we're without one of our starters, little Ronnie, who's one of our best competitors on the team, and somehow we found a way just to dig out a win. So sometimes, if you would have told me, I thought we probably could have won the match against Washington. We probably could have lost the match against Oregon, and it went, both matches went the opposite. So sometimes you don't know why you win or why you lose, but it just kind of happens, and you kind of just got to roll with the punches and see. The mottos for us just been, how do we get better, and each week it's our, are we getting better this week, and the results kind of take care of themselves. So
Husker fans love it when any Husker program knocks off Wisconsin. To go to Wisconsin and get a win, listen, through all the wrong red conversation, it just means a lot when you can stick Iowa and Wisconsin. Tell me about the match against Wisconsin.
Yeah. It was a big match for us, and it was a big match for them. There's only 10 teams that qualify for the Big Ten tournament, and Wisconsin's one of those three borderline teams getting into the Big Ten tournament, and we knew that going in, so we knew that we were going to get their best punch. And our guys came out. We had great energy in the doubles. We got the doubles point, and then we kind of got on them on some courts in the singles, and we made it really difficult for them. And they're a good team, but they're young, and we're an old team, and I think we got a lot of experience in those situations, and I think that might have been the difference. But it's a great win. They're 55 in the country playing at home, played outside, and yeah, I mean, winning matches like these on the road in the Big Ten is tough. It's really tough, but I think our guys we've been ready for it. We, early in the season, we go down to the Big 12, we get a win on the road at Oklahoma State, and then we go, a week earlier, we're on the road and in the SEC. We take a tough loss to Arkansas, but we bounce back and we get a great win over an Ole Miss team on the road early on in the season, and then we go down and play Tulsa. So we've tested our guys a good amount already this year, and they kind of know, they understand how to get through those situations pretty well, and I think that's kind of been our backbone a little bit. But look, everything that's happened is behind us now. We're kind of focusing on what we got to do this weekend and trying to prepare the very best we can. So
before we get too deep into this weekend, I do want to ask you about the culture, the identity of this year's team. You said it's a veteran team.
Mm-hmm.
Sunday is senior night. That's a big kind of highlight and amplification. But is that truly where you think this team is? Is this program an experienced program? Is that on purpose?
100%. Yeah. I mean, a lot of these guys that are playing for us have played a lot of tennis, and they played a lot of tennis for Nebraska. They've been on both sides of the results, tough losses, tough wins, bad losses, great wins. So they kind of understand the emotions. I think being in coaching now, I think the one thing that's really hard to teach is experience. So we got a boatload of experience on our team, and yeah, our team's tough. That we work them hard each and every day. Yesterday, you'd think this time in the season we're trying to slow down a little bit, but yesterday's practice we got into them hard because we don't have time to slow down. I told the guys, look, you guys might think this is the end of the season, but this is just the beginning. We're just getting started here, so you got to change your mindset, and we got to get going here.
Break that down for folks who don't know. What's a hard week? What's a hard practice going into? You got doubleheaders. You got Friday and Sunday this weekend, and you're coming off, two matches last weekend.
Sure.
What's a hard week? What's a hard Wednesday for Husker tennis?
Yeah, so probably a little yelling and screaming for me.
The
guys would probably tell you that's true, but really it's kind of on them. What we tell them what's expected when they come to practice, and if we're not seeing it, we can't let that happen. So we make a focal point to say, hey, we'll practice as long as we need to practice, within the rules, to make sure that you guys are prepared mentally for the match. I think if you're not prepared mentally, it doesn't really matter how physically you're prepared for the match. If you can feel fresh and everything, but if you're not mentally prepared to compete and go out there and fight and win, I think it's tough. I think it's tough to go out there and win. So I keep telling the guys, I was like, come to practice, work the right way, do things the right way, practice hard, focus the best you can. If we practice for an hour and a half, it needs to be your best hour and a half. If it's 2.5 hours, it's 2.5 hours. But at the beginning of the week, we try and up the volume a little bit. Monday's practice was a little bit shorter, just the first day back, and then yesterday was a little bit longer. Today they'll play some more points, but regardless of what we're doing, it's got to be with the best mental and physical ability that you got. You just have to be dialed in, especially this time of the year. There's no time to take mental breaks.
A lot of what I'm asking you are things that have been asked to me. They find out, hey, you're following tennis. It's pretty cool. What do you know about this? What do you know about that? So, and one of the questions was the number of hours for a Division I, for a Nebraska tennis player, right? High school tennis players are listening, and they want to know what the difference is between playing at the high school level and playing in the Big Ten Conference. The amount of hours that you have to put into, let's say, cardio versus serve versus on court versus film study? How many hours? What's the average week in season for your tennis players?
Well, the rules let you do 20 hours with the student athletes, but I truly think that if you're trying to be the very best you can, you're probably going to have to do closer to 25 or 30. It doesn't always have to be on the court. Some of it's in the gym, some of it's just stretching, some of it's in the training room, some of it's watching some film of yourself. But I'm old. I'm young, but I'm old school. I think old school, and the guy that wants it the most is going to figure out a way to get there the first. So it might not happen this week. It might not happen next week, but we're trying to get our guys to understand, like, hey, this is how you win, man. So I told him yesterday. I don't know if it's Mike. I said it's my quote. I came up with it, but I said, if you want winning to be easier, you do everything the hard way. If you want winning to be harder, do everything the easy way.
That should be on a shirt.
I think that sums it up pretty well.
That should be on a shirt. It really, listen, we're talking to Nebraska men's tennis head coach Peter Kobelt, and through all of it, right, that to get Nebraska tennis to the point where you're in the top 40 and you have to, it's getting there is one thing. And in being in the Big Ten, it's not easy to stay there. So you've got some work to do, and you're trying to be present, and let's get this win. Except you also have an eye towards the tournament. Yep. So how does that break down, and what are the numbers that you keep in your mind for postseason?
Well, yeah, I mean, when you're with the guys and you're at practice and you're with the team, anything that you do around the guys, you're always focused on what you're doing today in the moment, so that we're trying to keep them focused too. Obviously, they know, they follow the rankings, they look at all the results. But we keep telling them, like, hey, look, like, that's all fine and dandy. Those things are going to happen one way or another, but we've got to take care of our business. So we got to come and be ready to go and stay focused. So I try and tell them, like, this, you don't need to look at that stuff, but you can't babysit them 24/7. So
the internet, and it's everywhere. So if they want to know the information, if they're curious, they're going to find it.
Yeah, but tell me again the back half of that one.
So the idea that sitting at 38, that the tournament can't take everybody. So what's the baseline number for number of teams, and how's that determined?
So it's determined by you have at-large bids, and then you have conference championships. It's just like basketball. You have select number of teams that get in and with an at-large pick, and then whoever wins their conference, no matter how big or small it is, they get an automatic entrance into the NCAA tournament too. So there's a guy that has a website, and he kind of knows all the formulas and stuff. So
it's amazing how in such finite business that the NCAA is with its sports and its revenue, that there's a guy.
And it's a small, tennis is a small community, but it's a passionate community, and some guys figured out the formula, and he knows what all the rankings are going to be after you play the matches and stuff. So, you look at that a little bit, you try not to, because it drives you crazy. This match, that match, what if we do this and that? It's like, but you're just trying to do your very best. And I think this year, depending on who wins their conference, you don't know that until the end of next week or the week after. The Big Ten tournament's one of the last ones to play. The SEC tournament's going on now, and so is I think the ACC as well. So they'll be done sooner, so we'll know some of those results earlier. But I think it'll be somewhere between 44 and 46 this year.
Okay.
Again, it depends on a few other things, but look, I just keep telling the guys, I'm like, man, like, we don't have to worry about that.
Just keep playing.
Just keep playing. What we got USC on our plate right now. The focus has got to be 100% on USC, and let's let the rest take care of itself.
Tell me about the guys you're going to try out Friday. Folks are going to find themselves at Dillon Tennis Center on Friday. It's a big day, but I want to talk about the young men before we talk about the surroundings and the environment and all those things. But talk to me about who you believe the doubles are going to be in your six without giving away too much of your game plan. You can talk about the personalities, not necessarily where they're going to play or who they're going to play against.
Yeah, I don't know if this is quite as crazy as football and basketball.
Right.
I'm not giving away any secrets on the show.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, look, our doubles. The way we teach doubles is built on a system, and it's made for everyone to be able to play with everyone. So we come to practice, and sometimes we just have guys practice with different players, and just to reinforce the system. But we have our pairings, and we're pretty confident in their abilities. Obviously, everyone's trying to get better, and we're trying to get better at some things too. And the guys have really bought in. The first 2 days of practice have been a lot of doubles, and I think we're starting to catch a little bit of momentum there, which is good. I think the doubles point's a huge point in college tennis. So,
explain to folks the doubles point, because
yep.
Again, tennis scoring, especially on the collegiate level, is a little different than otherwise. So explain the doubles point and then the single.
Yeah, doubles. So you start to match with doubles, 6 o'clock, right at 6, we start with doubles, 3 doubles matches. There's court 1 doubles, court 2 doubles, court 3 doubles, and you play the 2 number 1 teams will play each other, the 2 number 2 teams, 2 number 3 teams all play each other. The team that wins 2 out of the 3 of those sets, it's first to 6, a tiebreaker at 6 all. The team that wins the 2 out of the 3 gets the doubles point, and they start the singles up 1-0. So now if you want to win the match, it's first team to 4. But if you got the doubles point, you got to get 3 out of 6. If you lose the doubles point, you got to get 4 out of 6. So the math gets difficult if you lose the doubles point, and it's tough.
Is there any shenanigans with, what, their ones are really good? It may be more suited for us to attack the 2 and the 3 and put my folks down there, right, and get the point, rather than setting up long-term vision for how you're going to play your season.
Yeah, so every Tuesday we have we turn in our lineups to the Big Ten, and then all the lineups go out Tuesday night, and you get to review everyone's lineup. And if you see something that might be off, you're allowed to protest it. So there's been a few protests this year, and you go back and forth. Sometimes they get flipped, sometimes they don't. But by this point in the season, your number 1 player is pretty much laminated. Your number 2 player is pretty much laminated. So if there's something moving, it's someone's got to be struggling or doing really well or whatever like that. So there's a little bit of the matchup game. Everyone's trying to turn 65 cents into $1. So,
well, I mean,
you're trying your best to find ways to put your guys into the best situations they can to be successful. I mean, that's what everyone does in every sport. You'd be crazy to be a coach and just say, hey, go play, without a plan or without trying to attack something. So in tennis, you're not able to do that quite as much, but you try to your best to position your guys the very best you can. So
talk to me about the personalities involved with player 1, player 2. Your 2 top players that generally play at the top, that usually play the opposition's 1 or 2. Are those pretty standard for you? Have they been the same this year, or have folks played up or played down?
No, yeah, they've played basically 1 and 2 the entire. I think Anton's played 1 once, and Calvin's played number 1 the rest of the season. So Calvin's been, at the top of the lineup the whole year. He's done a great job. He's a senior. He's matured a ton in his time here. He's playing some great tennis. And, he's going to be a big part of our success coming down the road here. So we're going to need him. And then obviously Anton, also a senior, same deal, has matured a lot mentally. His tennis has gotten a lot better, and he's starting to find his mojo right now too. So he's going to be a guy that we count on a lot as well. I mean, all the guys in our team that, everyone's got a role. Everyone's got to come and give their very best every day. It's the first time I've ever, in coaching, I've been on a team or coached a team where all 9 guys have contributed in a massive way throughout the whole season. I think it's great. It gives everyone knows when they come to practice, they got to practice and prepare, because their name could be called any day. So I think that helps with it all. But yeah, I mean, the guys have done a great job. They really have, and they really deserve to keep the season moving on. Obviously, we're focusing 1 match at a time. My job is to kind of see the forest through. Or see the forest through the trees, and see kind of where everything's moving and going. But you got to be where your feet are, and we're getting ready for practice today. We'll go after this. We're going out to practice and going to prepare our very best.
Sitting at 14-7, and it's a big, even in the communication, you make a point that, listen, we need support. We need Husker Nation, we need Husker Power, we need all those things to show up Friday because, and again, a 14-7 season so far, 7 wins in the Big Ten Conference. Where do those kind of land as far as Nebraska historically?
So last year, I think we had 17 wins overall, which was, I think that was our best record since 1990. I know the 7 wins, I was just told, is the best in program history in the conference, in the Big Ten Conference. We haven't been in the Big Ten forever, but in terms of conference play, that's the most wins we've had in the Big Ten Conference, which is great. It's just a testament to the guys, really, honestly. They're the ones out there hitting the balls and doing all the hard things. But yeah, I mean, it's a ginormous weekend for us. You know, obviously the NCAA tournament's coming on. We have these 2 matches, and then we'll go to the Big Ten tournament. We qualified for that, which is great. But you know, we're looking to play the NCAA tournament for the first time since 2011. So yeah, I mean, I think if we can get a win this weekend, we kind of secure our bid. We'll see. Obviously, that's no easy task with 2 great teams coming in town, two brand new teams. We've never played either one ever before. So USC on Friday night, UCLA on Sunday for Senior Day. We're going to have I was just told some of the community members are going to have a tailgate out in the parking lot 4 to 6 p.m. before the match. People are asking me, what do I bring? And I tell them, whatever you bring to a football game tailgate, you're allowed to also bring to a tennis match tailgate. So whatever beverages you'd like to bring or whatever sandwiches you'd like to eat, you know, those also work at a tennis match. So
Bach, did you like the dance on that one? He circled that up really nicely about whatever you would normally do that.
Sure.
Do that. We just need more of them.
Sure.
We just need more of them. We will go through that. I want to go through the 2 opponents. I want to go through the tailgate. I want to go through the look, I'm going to tease you in this thing. They're giving away free pizza one of the days.
Pizza Sunday and an iPad Friday night.
See, and so there's lots to talk about. Again, Peter Kobelt, Nebraska men's tennis. We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll talk about this big, huge tennis weekend here in Lincoln when we get back to one-on-one.
Download our app by searching 93.7 The Ticket in your app store. You're listening to One-on-One with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is James Harrell with NP Dodge Real Estate. When I became a licensed realtor, I wanted a brokerage that would help me grow in my new career. I found that in Lincoln First Realty. When Lincoln First was acquired by NP Dodge, the training and support I received only got better. I love knowing I have the power of the NP Dodge brand behind me. I would recommend NP Dodge to new agents looking to jumpstart their real estate career and to current agents who want to take their business to the next level.
Expand your career with NP Dodge. Call Eric at 402-434-2222.
The Husker games are coming soon. Do you know your tailgate meal for before and after the events? Führer's Cheese Spread is the dip that brings everyone together to celebrate something for all Nebraskans made in Nebraska. And it goes well with crackers, meats, soups, and more. How could you tailgate without it? Get to your local grocery store today and load up on Führer's Cheese Spread. No party or tailgate is complete without it.
It's never too late to start protecting your company's data from cyber attacks. Your customers put their trust in you to keep their information safe from online threats. Don't let them down. Partner with Hamilton Business Technologies to get real-time threat monitoring, advanced security protocols, and experts who monitor it all for you. We care about the success of your business and the communities you serve. Hamilton Business Technologies. Real people, real technology solutions. Connect with us at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Saturday, Man City plays Crystal Palace at 6:30 a.m., followed by Nottingham Forest versus Everton at 9 a.m. To cap off the Saturday action, Arsenal plays Brentford at 11:30 a.m. On Sunday, Wolves plays Tottenham at 8 a.m., followed by Newcastle versus Man United at 10:30 a.m. Liverpool currently leads the standings with 73 points. You can find all this and more at McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket. your place for English Premier League soccer, located at 8th and P.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Wrestling fans, it's time to elevate your game, just like Stevens & Smith Construction does for your concrete needs. As your full-service concrete contractor, we deliver solid results every time. From singles to doubles, fighting for inside position to scrambling reversals, we know how to pin down quality and slam expectations. Stevens & Smith Construction, a proud sponsor of Takedown Tuesdays on 93.7 The Ticket, where Husker wrestlers bring you all the action. Don't stall. Stevens & Smith Construction is here to help you build a concrete foundation for the win. Check us out at www.stevensandsmith.com because stalling is a penalty and winning is the only option. Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
What's going on, fans? This is Lexi Rodriguez, four-time All-American at Nebraska and now proud member of Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League One Volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players, and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering us on in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action this season. Go Big Green!
Lincoln's go-to for fun isn't new. It's a place that's been a staple of the city for years and is only getting better. Matson's Bowling and Billiards always has open bowling available with no long lines unlike other centers. They have live music almost every weekend and great food at EJ's Bar and Lounge with seating for 150 people. They have popular meals like the EJ Burger, pizza for the whole family, and famous EJ's Wings. Contact Sarah to book a party for friends, coworkers, or family at Matson's Bowling and Billiards just south of 48th and Holdridge.
You know the saying, April showers bring May flowers. Well, it's true for heart health, too. Sprinkling in a few small changes can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or no salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these changes? Join a workshop to learn more about a healthy lifestyle. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more details. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, brought to you by Canopy Street Market on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back. Peter's finding out. Yeah, I'm a bit of a mental maniac. Yeah.
You're the man, DP.
No, listen. As they used to say, you're more metal than man, and I've left body parts all over fields all over this country. So, but we were talking about it. I think the idea is maybe we'll send somebody down, if you allow, to kind of do the honorary first serve and let them draw some people down to the building. And it cannot be me. My wife would divorce me. It's literally, if I said, hey, honey, I'm going to do the first serve. She was like, nope. No, you're not. Give me the coach's number. I'll call him. So there would be a mini protest.
We'll figure it out.
I think Jake Sorensen or Adam Carricker, I think you'd be fine. Maybe Strickland. Yeah, Bach, you think Strick has a tennis stroke?
I think he's in for consideration.
Right? Like I would think that's a thing. Maybe Jay Foreman. I know he has like if this was golf, Jay Foreman and Jake would fight over it. But for tennis, I think you're good. So we'll come up with something to draw folks out to this
Sounds
thing.
good. I like it.
It is a big weekend and it starts Friday. So the tailgate, you said 4:00. Who's invited? What's the cost? What do they need to bring? What are we doing?
As always, there's never any cost at a tennis match. Free parking, free admissions. Tailgate is also everyone. It's open. One of the local tennis players in the tennis community. I don't know if I should say his name or not, but in the tennis community, everyone will know who he is. He's in charge of the tailgate, and he's made it clear. He sent out a giant email to everyone in the tennis community, also letting everyone know that the tailgate's free for everyone to come. There'll be food and beverages, snacks, whatever, and you can bring whatever you like as well. That starts at 4, end a little bit before 6, before the match starts, and then we're trying. I sent out the email. We're trying to get 1,000 people to come to the tennis center this week. I know our last time we tried to rally all the troops here. I think we got the attendance record 283 people. So we're asking to almost double or triple it for each match. But I think that we can do it. And honestly, we couldn't ask for your help more now than ever before. Like this is a huge weekend for Nebraska men's tennis, huge weekend for the future of the program. And also like we got guys that have been doing everything they can for Nebraska for the last 4 years that I would love for them to their last weekend here to be full of the loyal fans here. So
let's talk about the opponent, because again, first time meeting the California schools coming to Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, weather permitting, indoor, outdoor, what's the rule? What's the protocol?
Yeah. So right now it's looking like it's probably going to be outdoors. So probably a little chilly and a little windy. The protocol, if it's 50 degrees or below for 2 out of the 3 hours, it's indoors. If it's 51 degrees or higher for 2 out of the 3 hours of the match. So if it starts at 6, so at 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, you look at the temperature on weather.com. And you make the decision there, and the same goes for the wind. If it's 21 miles an hour or higher for 2 out of the 3 hours, you're indoors, or you're indoors, and if it's below, you're outside. So unless the coaches come to an agreement before the match, an hour before, hey, we're gonna play this one outdoors, even though the conditions say not to, or vice versa. So that's kind of how it works.
And it's free. I know how Lincoln families like this, but it's the entire family gets in free.
Whole family's in free. There's the concession stands open. You can get snacks and food, and there's restrooms. There's water fountains. It's a normal college sporting event. So it's nice. You can come, you can go whenever you like. If you want to come for the doubles point and then you got to go, that's fine. If you want to come for the end of the match too, that's great. There's a lot of drama that goes on in a college tennis match, and I think if you've never watched one before, I think last time I was on the show with you guys, I explained how it's different from pro tennis than to college tennis. So college tennis is very unique in its own way. There's lots of energy. There's lots of yelling and screaming. There's all these different variables that go into a college tennis match, and that's why I really think that experience plays a huge role in a lot of these matches, because when you've been through it so many times, these little things just don't eat at you like they do the first couple times when you're going through it. So
USC comes in Friday. They're in the top 30.
20. I think they're 25. 25. Yeah.
25. Is there a player of note that if fans are going to come and watch, who's the best player they're going to bring?
Yeah, I think they got a great team. So 1 through 6, they got great players. Obviously, Southern California is a hotbed for talent, just like it is in every other sport. In tennis, it's probably the number 1 recruiting hotbed in all of tennis.
Like you would think Cal, Texas, Florida.
Yeah, you probably go California, then Florida, and then Texas.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say their number 1 player. He's actually from Hungary. His name's Peter Mack. Great first name.
Is he also 6'7"?
He's not, but he plays tennis probably better than I did. But he's phenomenal. He's a senior. He's their leader. He's probably he's one of the best players in the conference, and he's going to be going up against our number one Calvin. It should be great tennis to watch at a very high level. Both of those guys play great, and I expect that to be a slugfest. He's a great player. He's like I said, he's their leader. He's a captain. Just finished senior week last weekend, so I know he wants to go out on a high note. So I would say Peter Mack played the number one singles, and I think also number one doubles for them too. So
is there much coaching friction? Is there? I mean, I would imagine that you're all pretty familiar with personalities and recruiting styles. And sure. Does USC have a culture? Do they have a persona that we should be aware of?
Well, they've won the most NCAA titles in college tennis history. So that's kind of the program's vibe when they come rocking into town. Whenever they're like, hey, we're here, we're USC. But so respect that when you win that much, you're allowed to walk into the building like that. So, but they're good, man. They're really good. They're well coached. There's really no beef between the coaching staff. Sometimes they'll get heated inside the match, but we coach our guys to play the right way. We're not trying to steal points. We're not trying to cheat. We're not trying to bend the rules really at all. Our guys cheer for our team. We don't cheer against the other team. So, that's not always common with all the schools that you go up against. But I like to say, hey, we're going to compete our tails off here, and we're going to give you everything we can. But we're not going to do it the wrong way. We're going to do it the Nebraska way, which is the way hopefully everyone respects. So,
how many officials are at your matches?
Not enough. Not enough. BP.
I noticed that. I went, man, there's a lot of trust going on.
Yeah. So we got each court has one official sitting in the chair, and these officials they do a great job, but most of them are retired or semi-retired, and they're there. They make good money doing this stuff. So that obviously they do their very best, but sometimes they're going to miss a call, and it could be on a huge point. Sometimes there's a bad line call that's made, and it's hard. So for the Big Ten matches, there's 7 officials there. The issue is that we have to pay for that out of our budget. Yeah. So the tennis budget's not going to be the football team's budget. So there's only so much that the programs can do. But I'm not saying that we have a bad budget at all, because we do not at all. We have a great the school takes care of us for sure. But yeah, we have 7 officials. There's one head umpire that kind of roves everything and monitors any confronting conflicting situations. But then you have just basically one guy or a woman that's kind of managing the whole match from the umpire's chair.
And there's no review system.
Not yet.
Right.
But
is that coming?
That's coming. Yeah, but they've just been tinkering it with it a little bit. They had it at National Indoors. It's basically like Hawkeye with how they have it for professional tennis, where if they think the ball was out, you can ask the umpire, and you have so many challenges or whatever. So, and
every match at every court is streaming. So there is some point, and you would imagine that's the next step, is that at least if it's being recorded, you can go back and look at it.
Yes.
And see what that is. Is this a thing? Have you gone out and invited like the Lincoln high schools, the Nebraska tennis high schools to come and watch? Do they interact or engage that way?
So I've got all their emails, and when I send out these emails, I absolutely send the emails out to all the high school coaches. So I think something that we'll try and do this summer is I'll try and get out of the office a little bit more and try and get out to these high schools a little bit and see if I can introduce myself to the local high school coaches here. I think that's important. We're working on potentially me going, I think in the middle of May to a coaches conference here in town too at Lincoln North High School, to potentially speak in front of some of the local high school coaches here. So I think that's probably a good thing as well. And then we also have our summer camps, at the end of June, that's run by Wilson Tennis Camps, where that's another chance for the local high school coaches and players to come in and experience a week of tennis at the Dillon Tennis Center.
Well, but also, to pick up pointers and to be connected and to watch how, what the work ethic is required, what those athletes look like. So, nothing like looking in the mirror.
For sure. Look, it's what we're trying to do is really hard. And I don't know, people have everyone's version of hard is different, So when my version of really hard is definitely different than someone else's version of really hard. So it's always good when they come and they see it, when they see how hard we actually work and the demand and the accountability that we put all of our athletes through. I think then they're like, okay, like that
makes sense.
That makes sense now.
The math. This is the thing.
Exactly.
We'll go to break. When we come back, we'll talk about UCLA, and then we'll talk about the 5 seniors.
Yep.
So you give a chance to give them some shine as well. Peter Kobelt, Husker men's tennis head coach here on 1-on-1 on the Ticket.
Watch live on Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch. You're listening to 1-on-1 with DP on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket is your place for English Premier League soccer. On Saturday, Man City plays Crystal Palace at 6:30 a.m., followed by Nottingham Forest versus Everton at 9 a.m. To cap off the Saturday action, Arsenal plays Brentford at 11:30 a.m. On Sunday, Wolves plays Tottenham at 8 a.m., followed by Newcastle versus Man United at 10:30 a.m. Liverpool currently leads the standings with 73 points. You can find all this and more at McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket, your place for English Premier League soccer, located at 8th and P.
At Valentino's, we're on a mission for tradition. On every slice, for every bite. Golden baked crust, cooked to perfection every time. Savory sweet sauce that's made from our own secret recipe. Loaded with the perfect amount of fresh toppings and melty mozzarella cheese. It's the tradition that Nebraskans have come to love. From game day to every day. Valentino's. Taste the tradition.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
Make plans to join 93.7 The Ticket and the Amon Green Foundation for the first annual Nebraska Esports Golf Tournament on Monday, June 9th at Wilderness Ridge. It's a 4-man scramble starting at 11 a.m. that will feature former Husker greats, including Amon Green, Johnny Rogers, Niles Paul, Tony Davis, Adam Carricker, Vershawn Jackson, and more, with great prizes and great golf. Sponsorships are also available. Email Jake at theticketfm.com for more questions or sign your team up online at theticketfm.com. Early bird registration goes through April 20th and overall registration goes through May 30th.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage door sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, a realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at DoorsPlusLLC.com or give them a call today at 402-590-5800. Doors Plus. Garage doors and more.
Join Nebraska softball for another action-packed weekend on April 18th and 19th as they face Indiana at Bowlin Stadium. The top 25 ranked Huskers are hot and ready to show off their dominance in the Big Ten during this 2-game series. Plus, Saturday is Kids Day. There will be family activities throughout the game and an egg hunt with the team after the final out. You won't want to miss this weekend at the ballpark, April 18th and 19th. For event and ticket information, head to huskers.com/tickets. Go Big Red.
93.7 The Ticket. Fox KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see mainly sunny skies with a light breeze. An afternoon high around 80. Tonight, a chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly cloudy, a low near 59. And tomorrow, a slight chance of showers and storms, otherwise partly sunny, with a high near 86. I'm meteorologist Kyle Becker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and it's becoming a wild ride in the car market these days, but Koppel wants to let you know and assure you that we are staying the course with our usual pricing model. We've still got huge discounts and low interest rates, so let's get after it. We've got over $12,500 off list price or 0% APR right now on select new vehicles. New and pre-owned, our lots are full, so now's the time to buy. Please stop on in the dealership or check us out at couplecars.com. You'll be glad you did. Stock number G187747. All deals with roof credit.
What's better than supporting your favorite radio station and eating delicious Nebraska-made products? Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska wants to highlight you, the listener, on the 93.7 The Ticket Wall of Fame at the store. Stop by the store at 48th and R in Lincoln and see their huge variety of small batch gourmet jerky. Or if you're not in the area and want to try some, go to smokinggunjerky.com and enter code EARLY for 10% off your purchase. It's the ultimate low-calorie, high-protein snack at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
You're listening to One-on-One with DP, sponsored by Mary Ellen's Food for the Soul on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
The black shirt on a scooter. Oh man, yeah, it's window World Wednesday. So Todd Euler's in the building, Farley's in the building. Bach will take them through. Shout out to Simple's #1 fan. I see you. Yes, it's WrestleMania week, and we're all geeked over that. Money G, we appreciate it, and yes, it's good that we can talk tennis. Coach Kobelt agrees, and he's a sports. I can't wait to the off season, quite frankly, because then we get to ask him some other questions about other sports, and let him be a sports guy along the way. Bill and Bennett, appreciate you, bro, for always hanging out and being here with us. Let's talk about you. So USC on Friday, Sunday at noon. It's UCLA, and they're pretty good too.
UCLA's phenomenal program as well. Yeah, they've got a handful of national titles. You know, those two teams are two programs are two of the prominent programs in all college tennis.
Who are the best? Who are the best? So if I ask you for the blue blood tennis programs in the country on the men's side, who comes to mind?
Georgia,
okay.
Stanford, okay. USC, UCLA, and then maybe like a Virginia. Or
I'm so glad you said that, because I really thought the Virginia boy in me came out. I knew a lot of guys who came through.
Virginia's been a great program for a while now.
The Ivy League had a run.
Yeah, the Ivies are they're unique, but Columbia's phenomenal. Harvard does a great job. I think you got to put Ohio State in there now. They've won the Big Ten. They've just won the Big Ten again this year, 19 years in a row.
What do they do? What do they do? What do they do? What's Ohio State? You were a part of that program, so yeah. What's happening there that needs to happen here?
That's what we're working on. I mean, obviously, like we were talking about earlier, you when you're coaching, you take what you think is best from every coach and that you've worked with, or another coach that you liked how they coach, and you kind of mush it into your ball of clay.
Yep.
So from my time at Ohio State, I got a lot of that clay in the mush. So there's things that they do there, and how hard they work, and the discipline that they have, and just the way they operate. I think that's why they're so consistent. They haven't necessarily got to the NCAA title yet, but they've won everything else. So, I think if sign of a great program is a consistent one, I think, you can catch lightning in a bottle once or twice.
Yep.
I think that's doable, but just about everywhere. But the best programs are able to do it year after year after year. And I mean, 19 years in a row is absolutely unbelievable.
I can't wait till after you go to Big Tens and after you go to nationals, and then the season ends and before you get into camp season, that we can actually talk NIL.
Let's do it. Yeah.
Like to find out what bridge needs to be crossed for Nebraska tennis to take another step up. But I'd like to do it in full because we're pretty good at fundraising here at the Ticket. And I think that's another opportunity for you to tell the story of what you needed. Hold on. Hey, Bach, Jake Sorensen is out there. Grab him. He is not escaping. He talked that talk. So now we got to see if Jake Sorensen is going to be up for the task as well. Again, Friday, tailgate starts at 4 until 6. And then Sunday, 12 noon, Jake Sorensen had said, you know what? I can't do Sunday because of Easter, but first serve responsibility, wearing ticket swag, and you got to get the serve in, Jake.
What time is this at again? Friday.
The match is at 6.
Okay.
But we haven't organized anything about a first serve yet. So is this something you want to do?
I could consider it. Yeah. I mean, I told DP I've been told that in terms of amateur tennis, I'm not anywhere near you guys' level. I'd be embarrassed out there if I was playing against college players, but my serve is respectable for amateur status.
DP, it sounds like he's starting to back up a little bit.
You know, I
never said no. When DP asked me how my serve was, I said I've been told it's respectable in terms of when I played the people of Lincoln. See, I'm proud of my serve. I mean, for what it stands for.
So here's what we want, right? So that so on early break, you tell folks tomorrow and Friday that they need to come to Dillon on Friday because you're going to represent the Ticket and Nebraska tennis with a first serve. Honorary first serve, Jake Sorensen.
I'll do that. I will do the serve Friday. If you will have me, I will do the opening serve.
I'll talk to our people.
Like,
I think we can do it.
Sign a waiver, like a liability waiver.
No, if I shake this thing,
I think the video proof will be enough.
Right, like we're gonna video it. We're gonna video it, right?
Well, it'll be out there, I'm sure.
So I'll see what we can do, but maybe between the doubles and the singles point, there's like a 5-minute break where we can call you down and all the fans are there. That way we can make sure.
This is awesome. This is awesome. So all you breakers out there, you got to be at Dillon Friday.
I got to get to the tennis courts.
Look at
it! I haven't played in a year, but again,
here we go.
But, no. I'm going to back it up because this happened before. I didn't play for a year, and my first match, my serve was there. It worked. I didn't have any practice. It worked. I mean, for my standards. Again, it's going to be way slower than your guys' players, which it should be. I'm not a college player. I don't play every day, but it's a respectable serve when it's on.
The other option was for you to try to receive Peter's serve.
No.
And then
I'd rather hit the serve to nobody and take that. No way.
Hit bombs at you.
It depends if we win or we lose the doubles point. I would doubles point, Jake. You better watch out.
I'd much rather serve it to nobody than have to.
Oh, that's going to be so good. So, folks. Again, we're going to do this. So, Coach will reach out to Jake and let him know, confirm it. And then you'll hear about it on early break and throughout the rest of the week on the Ticket. Coach, good luck Friday. It's a big one. Let's pack Dillon on Friday and then pack it again on Sunday. Free pizza on Sunday. They're giving away an iPad on Friday. And Jake Sorensen is going to do a thing that we think will be pretty memorable Friday at Dillon. Coach, thank you very much. Don't go anywhere. Win the World Wednesday. Coming up on the Ticket.
I'm Karen Carr. I've been a realtor for 31 years. When I made a company change 12 years ago, I chose Lincoln First Realty, now NP Dodge. It's the oldest independently owned realty company in the country. Since becoming NP Dodge, we've continued our tradition of community involvement. Our management and staff are always available to offer support in marketing, technology, social media, and